where we focus on excellence in creative education. Today's short video is about setting powerful learning objectives. What should our learning objectives achieve is a key question that we need to ask when we're planning our lessons. The first thing that it should do is frame the learning for the lesson. So we make sure that our learners know where they're going through the duration of that learning period, and it allows us to set the tone for that lesson and the learning that will take place within it. The second thing it should do is involve and engage the learners. They should be asking themselves a question, I want to find out more about. And if we can get that from our learning objectives, we've hooked the pupils from the start and we'll have a really engaging and powerful lesson. The next thing that it should do is link into the overarching unit of work, the bigger question of why. So if we're talking about why Lionel Messi, for example, in a unit of football, is the greatest footballer in the world, and that's our overarching question, each of those individual skills, so dribbling, shooting, passing, that we would teach, should link back to why Lionel Messi is so good at those and why that makes him the greatest footballer in the world. We need to make sure that we provide success criteria for the pupils, and this is what our learning objectives do. They become the success criteria for the lesson. Pupils can track where they are in the lesson, and they can use the learning objective to say, I've learnt X, I now need to learn Y in order to achieve the outcomes of the lesson overall. Pupils can use them to know how they need to improve. So they can use those learning objectives and say, I've completed this aspect of the lesson, I now need to complete this aspect to achieve my goals by the end of the lesson as well. So it becomes a benchmark for teachers and pupils. And as a teacher, really good practice is to refer back to the learning objectives constantly so that we keep our pupils on track. The final thing that it needs to do is link to our keywords. The keywords form a really big part of our assessment and our learning. You can use the keywords to create assessment models for peer assessment and self-assessment so that the pupils can really have a grasp over what they're learning within the lesson. I hope that this video has been enjoyable and that it supports you in the delivery of excellence within creative education.
Be sure to subscribe to the J&C Academy YouTube channel, J&C Academy TV.